Have you ever felt invisible? Like no matter how hard you work, no matter how much effort you put in, the world keeps telling you, you're not enough. You scroll through social media and see people winning while you feel stuck. You walk into rooms where your voice doesn't matter. You give your best, and still feel overlooked. But what if the problem isn't you? What if you're not failing at life? You're just standing in the wrong environment? This is not a story about quitting. This is a story about recognizing your value and finally putting it where it belongs. Ethan grew up believing effort was everything. He wasn't flashy. He wasn't loud. He didn't demand attention. But he worked hard. In school, he stayed late to finish assignments. At his first job, he volunteered for extra shifts. At his second job, he stayed after hours, fixing problems nobody else wanted to touch. Yet everywhere he went, the same pattern followed him. No recognition. No growth. No appreciation. His manager once told him, "Honestly, you're replaceable." Those words stuck. Not because Ethan believed them, but because after hearing them enough times, he started wondering if they were true. Maybe I'm not that talented. Maybe I'm just average. Maybe this is all I deserve. And that's how self-doubt begins. Not with failure, but with being underestimated repeatedly. On Ethan's 30th birthday, his grandfather handed him something unexpected. Not money, not advice. A sealed wooden box. Inside was an old mechanical wristwatch. Scratched glass. Worn leather strap. Heavy. Solid. Different. Ethan smiled politely. "Grandpa, this looks really old." His grandfather smiled back. "It is." Then he said something strange. "Before you decide what it's worth, I want you to take it to 3 different places. No explanation. No lesson. Just instructions." The first stop was a local pawn shop. Bright lights. Glass cases filled with electronics. A bored employee barely looked up. The man picked up the watch, turned it once, shrugged. Old watch. No brand recognition. Worn condition. He typed something into a computer. "I can give you $40. That was it. No curiosity. No respect. Just a price tag based on surface appearance. Ethan felt embarrassed. $40. That's it. He thanked the man and walked out, feeling foolish for even coming. The second stop was a modern jewelry store in a shopping mall. Clean displays. Sharp suits. Polite smiles. The associate examined the watch longer this time. She nodded slowly. "Interesting piece. But it's outdated. Most people want smartwatches now." She tapped on her tablet. "Collectors aren't really our market. I could offer $120, mostly for parts." Better than before, but still disappointing. Ethan felt the familiar feeling rise again. See? Still not valuable. Still not enough. The final stop was a small horology museum on the edge of the city. Quiet. Wooden floors. Walls filled with timepieces from another era. An elderly curator adjusted his glasses when Ethan placed the watch on the counter. The man froze. His eyes widened. He picked it up carefully, almost reverently. "Where did you get this?" Ethan swallowed. "My grandfather." The curator turned the watch over, inspecting the engraving. "This is a limited-run Swiss mechanical chronometer. Hand-assembled. Extremely rare." He paused. "Collectors have been searching for this model for decades." Then he looked up. "If you ever sold this, It could fetch over $75,000 at auction. Ethan's hands shook. The same watch. 3 places. 3 wildly different values. That night, Ethan placed the watch back in its box and returned to his grandfather. He didn't say anything at first. He didn't need to. His grandfather already knew. Then the old man said quietly, "Nothing about the watch changed today. The only thing that changed was where you took it." Let that sink in. The object didn't improve. It didn't upgrade. It didn't prove itself. The environment decided its value. Here's the truth most people never tell you. Being undervalued does not mean you are worthless. It means you are misplaced. Some environments reward noise, not depth. Some places value compliance, not creativity. Some rooms only understand surface-level worth. And if you stay there too long, you start shrinking yourself to survive. You stop sharing ideas. You stop trying new things. You stop believing in yourself. Not because you lost ability, but because no one around you could see it. If you feel ignored, if you feel stuck, if you feel like you're always proving yourself to people who never listen, stop asking, "What's wrong with me?" Start asking, "Why am I still here?" You are not meant to convince people of your value. People who see it don't need convincing.